Hey you all, this is Fun and Automotive, and this video is an update showing you the things that I need to get done, including the rear shocks, the upper control arm spacers, and the grinding for the upper control arms for the articulation. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys stay tuned, and let's get started. Now, first off, for starters, let's start with the upper control arms. I'm just out here in the desert, just wheeling, relaxing. Alright, now, let's get back to it. Now, I need to grind these suckers out. I've been lazy, and I haven't done it. I'll be grinding these down to about an inch. I'll be grinding these down to about an inch on either side. Same on the other side. You can tell it has been hitting a little bit. It's a bit bent in there. Luckily, my control arms aren't messed up from that. But that's alright, because we're going to be grinding those down and taking care of all of that and getting the articulation back for the control arm at least. And second off, let me see, that spacer I have not gotten yet, but that spacer up there, I have not put one yet where it's supposed to go, right there where the ball joint is. Now I'm going to be getting spacers. A guy let me know what they were. They're from a CK, if I'm correct, a CK 1500. I'll put a picture up right now. And yes, so that's the setup of spacers that work on the upper control arms, but they have to be JBA. They have to be JBA. They will bolt right onto the JBA upper control arms. Now I'm going to be putting those, and it'll bring my control arm up, and it'll bring the camber out a little bit on the wheel, and it'll clear the spring, but it'll be cambered now, you see. But I have enough caster on that bolt to come out and bring the lower tires out, and then out, and then it'll keep the tires straight. And since I have enough caster, that's all you need right there, and then problem solved. Now, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'll have the link for that spacer, the whole spacer kit. It's a kit. It's about $70. I'll have the whole, it's aluminum, extended bolts. It comes with all that. I'll have the links in the description for everything I'm talking about. Now, the rear, I'm going to be putting some JKU rear springs that my father has sitting around. I'm going to be putting some of those. They do need to be cut. They don't perfectly fit in the isolator spot. I'm not exactly sure what this thing is called. I'm just going to call it the isolator, but it doesn't perfectly fit in the isolator area. I have to trim at least 3 inches off, but the JKU ones will fit after slight fabrication, just simple trimming and cutting off. And then I'll have rear JKU springs. They say that the springs will give me at least 2.5 inches of lift, at the least. Well, at the most, actually, 2.5 inches of lift. And if that's so, then that's perfect. Then I know to match the front, I have 5 in the front, I have 2.5 in the rear. If I use those springs and they give me 2.5, I'll just be putting the steel spacer underneath that, one solid steel spacer underneath that to give it up 4.5 inches of lift at least. Now, the shocks in the rear. And we just talked about the springs. Now the shocks. I'm going to be getting some Bilstein shocks for the rear, 5 inches. They're 5-inch lift rear shocks for the rear. And it'll make it travel so much nicer up and down because, man, these shocks are just maxing out. I said I was going to do it a while ago, but I got sick and things came to a halt. But today I'm feeling good. Hopes are good. Everything's good. So I am going to be making some more future videos about that JKU installation on those rear springs and these upper control arm spacers. They're 1-inch spacers. That should hopefully be enough for me. Hopefully. If not, then I'll have to make the spacers that JBA used to make for the upper control arms with the 6-inch lift, if I'm correct. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. It's a beautiful day today. Just relaxing, cruising out here by myself. Don't have my daughter with me today. Just having a bit of fun, just hanging out. And I wanted to let you guys know what I'm going to be doing in the future and how things should be turning out soon. Man, it sure is a beautiful day today. Nice and calm out here. It's just such loud traffic because Olive Bridge right there. So loud. I really hope you guys really enjoyed the video. I hope you like following along with me on my build and everything. You know, I really appreciate it, and you guys' support is really excellent, really good, and I thank you all for that. So if you can, please like, please subscribe, and as always, I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.